It was supposed to be over. The cross stood empty, the body was wrapped, and the tomb was sealed. Soldiers guarded it. The stone was rolled in place, and the world thought it had silenced the king. But what no one understood was that this was not the end. This was the setup for glory. They buried Jesus in a borrowed tomb, a place meant for death, darkness, and silence. The religious leaders thought they had won. The disciples hid in fear. The devil thought he had crushed the promise. But in heaven, the countdown had already begun. On the third day, early in the morning, something began to stir in that cold tomb. The earth trembled. The stone rolled away, not so Jesus could get out, but so the world could look in. The guards fell like dead men as light filled the darkness. Death met life. The grave met glory. And the tomb that once held his body could hold him no more. Because the King of Kings cannot be contained. He conquered what no man could conquer. He broke the seal of death and shattered the gates of the grave. The same Jesus who had cried, "It is finished," now walked out alive, leaving behind an empty tomb and a defeated enemy. The resurrection wasn't just a comeback, it was a declaration. It proved that Jesus is not just a teacher, not just a prophet, but the Son of the living God. Every promise he made, every word he spoke, was sealed with power when he rose again. When they came to the tomb, the angel said, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here, he is risen." The same voice that called Lazarus out of the grave now called himself back to life. The king who had laid down his crown to save the world had now taken it up again, forever. That empty tomb still speaks today. It tells us that no situation is too far gone, no night too dark, no death too final. If the tomb couldn't hold Jesus, then despair can't hold you. If death couldn't stop him, then no chain can stop his power in your life. The resurrection means the story isn't over. Every grave in your life, every place that feels sealed and hopeless, can open again through his power. Because the king who rose from the tomb still reigns today. This is the tomb that couldn't hold the king. A story of victory, power, and love that broke death's hold forever. The grave is empty, and Jesus is alive. Thanks for watching.